It seems as if a lot of people today are struggling to what? Live their life. Today, a lot more people seem to be nosy. They seem to be real nosy today. They want to know what you're doing, who you're doing it with, when you're doing it, where you're doing it at, the times. People want to know everything. And today, social media gives people a lot of access into others' lives that they wouldn't normally have. So a lot of people will just be using the internet for reasons that really don't benefit them in any way. Some people use the internet as a tool. Other people use the internet to be a fool. All right. And this is just life in general. Some people are cool. Some people are fools. Some people ignore others and just go about their day. Some people have to try to get in the way. All right. Their harassment has reached an uncanny level. The word uncanny, it means strange. It means weird. All right. Like very strange, very weird. All right. Something that you don't want to experience. All right. Cringy, if you will. All right. And they are doing it now more than ever. A lot of people are starting to become aware and awake to this type of behavior. You go to leave your house, you notice something strange every time, you're aware that a neighbor may be behaving this way or somebody may be behaving that way. You go to the store, as soon as you get out your car, somebody before you could even open your door, somebody the car next to you, their door slams as if they just teleported themselves outside of the car and shut the door before you could even get yours open. All right, it's a lot of strange things happening today. All right, their harassment is starting to get out of hand. All right, people just behaving in ways towards others that only a few select people can pick up on. And what's strange about it is that they have time to do it. That's the weirdest part about it is that they have time to do this stuff. And it's like they don't have time to live their life though. They know when to show up. They know when to appear. That's too much involvement in being worried about someone else. I can't worry about someone that much. I'm enjoying my walk. I'm going out. I'm making some videos or I'm about to go do something. But when you start to notice patterns, it's easy to pick up on who's who and who's doing what. It's only so many times a person can go to do something the same time as you before you notice. And people argue, well, aren't they just going to work, or don't they just have a routine, or isn't that just what they're doing? Possibly, but for it to happen at the same time as what you're doing is a little odd, a little different. It's not normal. So it's like when you notice this behavior that's not normal, you're able to see that, okay, this person is acting like a stalker. This person's behavior is kind of a little weird. They're moving in correlation to my movements. I go, I leave, they pull up. I pull up, they leave, or I go outside, or they're doing something. It's like when you go to do something, someone will immediately retaliate against you with a movement, with an action, with a noise, a way for you to pay them some type of attention, for them to make themselves aware to you, or to make themselves appear to you, excuse me. All right, so they want to make themselves appear to you and get you aware of their presence. And this is a way of mental harassment. This is a form of mental harassment. All right, something that they do to never let you have a moment of rest, or never let you have a moment of peace. So cherish the time that you are not experiencing these things for real. All right, the moments of peace that you're able to have are good. And this is why I find out I'm finding out, this is why a lot of other people have said to go into nature and to do things where you can find peace, to switch your times up, to do things where it's not a lot of people or you won't run into them. It's because like they don't want you to have that security. They don't want you to have that normal feeling, that sense of I could go out and have a normal day like everyone else. So you may have to do things different in order to have a normal day. And that's okay, that's cool. But that's why people are telling you to switch it up. That's why people are telling you to go out in nature. All right, that there are some of the most peaceful moments that you'll experience away from these types of people when you go out into the woods or you go out to a peaceful place or you just chill. All right, anytime away from them is a good time. If you're living in apartments or you have a room, spend as much time away from the apartment or away from the room as possible. All right, and if you have a home where this is happening, make sure that you have ways to be able to find peace within your home. Sometimes they do noise campaigns directed at you to try to get at you even while you're in your home or even while you're away from them. That's what the noise campaigns are about. All right, when you go to your home or you go to a specific place in your home, say you have a room where you may read or a room where you may work or a room where you may study, and the neighbor might be able to look into the window or they might be able to see or they might be able to tell what you're up to. It might be like a noise that comes on every time you go into the specific part of your room, or every time they see your light go off, or every time you go to do something, they counteract with a behavior, an activity, a noise. They may cut grass when you do it. They may turn on a sound that makes noise. They may turn on a machine that makes some type of sound when you do it, or they may like blast music or their radio. There was this one guy that like every time I would get back to my apartment, or every time I would like be ready to go to sleep, or every time people would go to sleep, this person would blast their music. And I just remember going up to this person, knocking on their door, asking them to turn their music down, but nobody came to the door. So they do things like this. It's like little things that they do to try to attack you at certain times. So you just have to be aware of why you may feel on edge, because if your peace is being played with, or if you're constantly having people play with you, it puts you on edge. It makes you upset, or it irritates you. So when you're irritable, you have to find ways to be able to regain your peace. Getting away from them will definitely do that. Spending time away will definitely do that. All right, so that way you can still have your peace. That's very important when these people are choosing to not live their life. So you might have some people who are making you their main focus. You may have some people that are causing you to interact with them, forcing you to interact with them when you don't want to. And you're going to have to find ways to relieve that stress. All right. And going out to a beach, going to the gym, doing something that you like to do. All right. That's going to be healthy for you. That's going to be something that you have to do. You're going to have to make sure that you keep your mental health in check. Mental health is very important. All right, you're definitely going to have to be of sound mind and be mentally healthy dealing with things like this. They want people to dive off the deep end. They want you to never have a moment of rest. They don't want you to be able to relax, especially even when you're in your own home. So you deserve to relax, and you have to find ways that you can still make that happen, because if not, you're going to feel like you're never able to have a moment where you could just breathe, let go, a moment to just relax. All right, and everybody deserves a moment to relax, and that's why they like to attack people and put people under certain amounts of pressure, because if you never get that moment of relief, then that keeps a person stressed. It keeps a person on edge. That's when people stress so much to where they get health problems and health issues, and they appear to be okay, but it might be something wrong with them internally as far as health wise. And we don't need that, and we don't want that. So that's why, meditation is important, reading the Bible is important, prayer is important, things that'll put your spirit at ease, being able to find peace in an environment where it's not permitted for someone like yourself, where you have people who are constantly trying to attack your joy, steal your joy, force you to be unhappy with them, right? So these are all different forms of, their harassment. But not only do we talk about that, but we also have ways provided for you to override it in your mind and still feel good about yourself and enjoy your life. The main thing they want to stop you from doing is having a good time. All right, feeling like you deserve to be alive, feeling like you deserve to live in your nice home, or feeling like you deserve to just be outside, in your environment like everyone else. They like to take that from certain people because of what they see that person has the ability to do. So maybe you have the ability to run for president. Maybe you have the ability to start you a business. Maybe you have the ability to do things that they don't see themselves being able to do. So you'll have people who will react to you in ways which will try to make you react to them. All right, that they will react to you in ways that will make you try to react to them. So, and it's all things that no one would be able to tell. Someone pulling up every time you go to do something, after a while, it will tend to erode your peace. All right, because it's like, why is this person doing this? This is getting on my nerves. Does this person have a life? What is the reason behind this? These are things that you don't need to worry about. These are things that you don't have to try to figure out. Main thing you should do is just keep your blinders on, keep your focus on yourself, and don't pay this person any mind. The more you go to pay attention to this person, number one, it's something that you can't control, something that makes you upset. You focus on it, you're going to get angrier. And number two, they're going to keep at it. They're going to do it more. So it's like they'll low key do it at first a little bit, but if they can, when these kinds of people see that something bothers you, they tend to keep doing it. They're the type of people that look for things that bother people and that push people's buttons. And if they can find that out, they're going to keep pressing it. So it's like it'll start off as little. You may go to do something, they'll counteract it with a behavior. You'll go for a walk or whatever, they'll pull up every time you go for that walk. Whether they leave or they're going, or when you're coming, they're going. It's going to be something that they do based around your routine, your schedule, something that you're trying to do. They're going to end up doing something so that you'll see them some kind of way, and they'll try to make it appear normal or like it's a everyday occurrence, but you'll be able to notice and recognize patterns to where it's unnatural, to where that's a lie, and that they're trying to play games. All right, so they could be uncanny. All right, it's very uncanny out here today, very strange, weird. All right, very paranormal with these people's behavior. Some of them have been knocked out their body, or some of them, their body has been taken over because of their love for adrenaline. They love adrenaline so much that they let themselves become inhabited by dark spirits. And once they allow the spirit to inhabit them, sometimes it's to such a high level where they get knocked out their body. And now the body is actually possessed by the entity. So how some of these people are walking around, or some of these people are moving around and they're not real people, or that's like that's not that something's off with this person. It might actually be something that has taken over that person completely. All right, some of these people have been taken over completely by demons. So it's like it's a demon. It's literally a demon in the flesh, and that's one of the answers and one of the reasons why that you'll go to different places and people will still be behaving in a similar pattern, in a similar way. It's like you're here, they're behaving in the same way. You relocate and move to a different place, and slowly but surely you'll begin to recognize and notice that the same behavior is in this new area as well. So there are places that you can go to escape this type of behavior, but you're still going to see little small forms and facets of it no matter where you go. All right, because I mean, there's no escaping evil except within your own mind, and by allowing God to be your shield and buckler. All right, God's going to be your shield and your buckler. He's going to protect you. His word will protect you. His angels will protect you. So the one thing that's best for you to do is to just keep control of your mind. You keep control of your mind. And I understand that people not living their life is frustrating. It's frustrating when people don't live their life. You just want them to go about their day, but their main focus seems to be on you. And it's because they want to get you out of character, and they tend to want to stop you from enjoying yourself throughout the day. They may see you have a good day. You think nobody's watching. You're just going to the store. You're getting your food. You're enjoying the sun. You know, you might go get some fresh air. That's too much for them. They watch you do those things, and they despise you while they see you have a good time. They may follow. They may pull up at the same place as you and watch you go out on a date. All right, I've gone to places with friends, and people have pulled up, and I'm like, yo, that's the same car from where I live at, and the car will just circle around, will drive past the place, and then leave. Like, we get in the car, and we see the car pulling off and leaving as we're leaving. Some places I've went to where I had to go take care of some business, and as soon as I get out the car to get to where I'm going, the car's right in the parking lot with someone where I live at, and this person is ignoring me and acting like they don't even see me, but they followed me there. All right, so people will do these little strange forms of harassment. It's to, like I said, get you out of character. It's to get you to be on a negative frequency. All right, because they got to get you negative. They got to get you upset. That's the only way they can attack you. And they're trying to get you to a level to where they can try to hop into your body, but that's not going to happen. You have too much light. All right, you have too much light, and that's why it seems like there's all these constant attacks on you, because they're trying to diminish that light in you, but it's not going anywhere. They do see that light, but it's not going anywhere. They're trying to douse your fire. All right, you are on fire for the Lord, and they're trying to put that fire out. All right, with that negativity, they like, you only get negative for a short amount of time. You'll only get upset over what they do for a short amount of time. Then you get back to, well, I have a life. I have things I need to do. You know, I have some, I'm making money. I'm enjoying my life. I'm doing things that I want to do with myself, with my life, with my existence. I'm just gonna pity these people. I'm just gonna let them be them. So it's like, you only stay negative for so long. You don't hold on to the negativity. You find ways to let it go. All right, you always will bring yourself back to a peaceful, happy state, and that's where your strength is at. That's where you feel your power at. That's why you don't even think it's natural for you to be upset for that long. You know that you have to get rid of that negativity. Otherwise, you know that you'll potentially stay negative, and that's not somebody that you are. That's not someone that you want to be. But they want to try to turn you into that over time. So that's why it seems like they're always after you or doing things to you. People can sense your energy from a mile away. They can see that you're moving in a positive spirit. All right, so they have to try to chop that down. People in your neighborhood, people at your job, people that see you just around. All right, some of these people don't like you because of who they see you are. So it's like, why is everybody bothering me? Why are they all coming after me? Why are people trying to do things to bother me? In the movie that whatchamacallit, in the movie They Live, and in the movie Fallen, they're always coming after the people who are aware of them, the people who can see them, the people who are created by God to fight against them. So it's like, you were created in a sense to fight against these spirits by not letting them get to you, and by killing them with love, killing them with success, killing them by shining that light that you have within you. Like, see, that light is no joke. Your gifts, your talents, they're no joke. You actually shine when you are doing well, when you're doing good. Your energy is higher, your vibration is higher. You actually shine, and that light, that goodness, that good feeling that you get, it actually is killing them off. It's like the sun on it's like the sun like directly on them. It's like a hot light, a warm light. It's like radiation, and it's like it's basically just destroying them. All right, so they can't take that light that you shine. All right, it's like being too close to the sun out in outer space or something. They'll get too close to you, and they start to get destroyed. They start to evaporate. All right, it's like putting ice outside on a hot sunny day. It's like they can't take it. All right, just like how the snowman melted and they had to get him back into something cold. It's like they can't take your light. They got to get back into something evil. All right, they gotta get away from you, and the only way they can actually be around you is by causing that negativity. The only way they can actually exist around you is by causing you to be negative and by causing problems for you. Because when you're vibrating high and you feel good, and you're emitting that light and that positive frequency, that's what kills them. That's what destroys them. That's why the joy of the Lord is your strength, because you're actually killing the demons and the negative spirits on these people. You're actually killing them. Like, that's why they're hating on you. That's why you're getting mean mugs and attitudes and evil looks and different treatments from other people. You're really making them feel some kind of way. So that's why you should be working on yourself. That's why you should be self-improving. That's why you should be being the best that you can be. Because these demons gotta die. They gotta go. All right, we're all supposed to be doing our best and shining and becoming better and greater, so that way we could be a vessel for God and kill these evil spirits with success. Kill these evil spirits by doing what we were put here to do and being who we were put here to be. Shutting them down. All right, making them feel ashamed of themselves. All right, making them feel sorry. All right, that's what it's all about. Making them realize that, you know what, this person got something here, and we're not going to be able to stop them. So whatever it is that you do good, do it. All right, because you're going to be killing some evil. You're going to be killing some negative spirits. You're going to be hurting some people, and some people need to be hurt. If they're hurt by your success, if they feel some type of way because you want to do good, if they feel some type of way because you're trying to get you a W, you want to win. All right, you don't want to live an average life. You want more out of life. All right, so if they want to, if they want to, if they want to make you a priority to their life, all right, if they won't leave you alone and let you live their life because they're not living their life, well, guess what? They're gonna have to see you win. Put in the comments, they're going to have to see me win. All right, I know somebody's winning. I know somebody's gonna get some W's. They're gonna have to see you win. If they want to be nosy, well, guess what? They're gonna end up getting a lesson, and they're gonna end up getting schooled on life, because you're not stopping for the likes of them. They can stop and stare all they want. You're supposed to stop living your life because they're staring. You're supposed to stop living your life because they're watching you. Like, they want to make you feel insecure or uncomfortable. I realized that a long time ago. All right, they want to make you feel insecure and uncomfortable. By looking at you, they'll hope you'll make a mistake, or you'll be in fear, or you'll be afraid, or you'll be kind of like timid or shy or something. But no, all right, there's no time for that. No, no, don't dim your light. Don't hold back. That's the whole dim your light stuff. That's that whole walk on eggshell stuff. They want you to dim your light and walk on eggshells to make them more comfortable. You don't try so they could fly. Don't not try so they can fly. If they're gonna die because you fly, hey, somebody's gotta die. They're gonna die sometime. If they die because you want to fly, then it is what it is. Let them die. All right, let them be dead. Let the dead bury the dead, and you keep flying. You keep soaring. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.